What's up, guys? Rob Kuhn here, and today we're going to review a Patrick Antonius hand that apparently is the most epic hand history my editor has ever seen. Here's the notes. Patrick Antonius hand. Epic, 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 epic. The most insane hand history I've seen in ages. Holy fucking shit. I can work with that. Without any spoilers, to me or you, let's get into the action.
The areas the evenings before, but there is still some time. Ali Nishad and Randy Liu, glad to have you with us, whether it's on Twitch, the Triton Poker Plus app, or the Triton YouTube channel. You like what you see, click like, subscribe, and follow. Otherwise, we're going to activate our long dormant global virus and then hold all of your data ransom.
Seriously?
Nah.
Yeah, only you sign off on that, all right?
I feel like every other week someone's doing it to us. No, but we don't want to do that to our cherished audience.
No, we don't. Kings, 20K.
Cherished holding. No, by the way, that hand's limped the ace-jack suited, and we're going to keep Patrick's hand a mystery here as he flats from the straddle. Sometimes these limps know they're under-repped, and they try to juice things up pre. We know hands is capable.
Especially from the cutoff. It was unexpected.
Just for context on this game, this is the Triton Poker Cash Game Invitational. I believe this is day 5, and they're playing 1,000, 2,000 with a whopping $5,000 ante. Yes, this is a cash game, and this is absolutely insane. Patrick Antonius under the gun goes for the straddle. Hands in the cutoff makes kind of an interesting decision and goes for the limp with ace-jack of hearts. I assume they're playing the squid game or the stand-up game. People call it different things in different parts of the world. And this is simply to bounce out his range because they're going to limp quite wide. Andy Nee in the big blind makes it 20,000, which is a good size. Patrick Antonius goes for the call with a mystery hand. We will find out after, he folds or whatever, what his hand is. And then Hands decides to go ahead and just call. He can most certainly go for the 3-bet if he wants, but calling is certainly standard here as well. Let's take a flop.
3 ways.
To the Queen 7-7 board. Kings. Looking like they're cozy. Andy following through for 27.
Yeah, his main target is Queen X.
You play many hands. Bluff a lot.
Hasn't gone anywhere yet, Randy.
On the Queen 7-7 board, Andy decides to bet 27,000 into 66,000, and I think this is good. I don't see any reason to check pocket kings. We want to get value from Queen X and overcards to the 7, pocket 8s through pocket jacks. They can have it. Ace high hands with backdoor flush draw, backdoor straight draw. Patrick Antonius with the mystery hand goes for the call, and Hands decides to fold. I think he can reasonably call here if he wanted, but he decides to fold with the over backdoor straight draw, backdoor flush draw. Let's take a turn.
Well, after seeing a bet and a call, he's no longer interested. Perhaps if Patrick folded, he would have floated ace-jack of hearts. Turn is the 5 of hearts. Something Hands would have loved to see.
好的，赢钱的自己搞自己。对呀。明天。
5 of hearts rolling off as we're down to heads up. Patrick was a defender out of the straddle.
What are time makes they
A very measured 77,000 second barrel coming in from Andy, who appears unconcerned about 7x.
应该随便拿的。
Still could be up against Queen X. That would probably have to keep it honest with the arrival of the backdoor hearts.
几手走了？
他不一定走，
嗯，
他可以，昨天说他8号走的，
他说好要走了，他去新加坡打。
他去新加坡打。
他有局。
On the 5 of hearts turn, Andy goes for the bet of 77,000 into 120,000, and this is all very standard. I don't know where this hand gets out of line. Patrick Antonius just goes for the call, and Patrick's range here can be extremely wide. Of course, he has a bunch of Queen X in his range. He can certainly have 7X in his range because he wouldn't raise the flop with hands being behind him. There's no reason to raise and get, potential bluffs to fold. Or, hands like pocket kings to fold or something. With that said, let's take a river.
然后谁？小张也走了。
小账不走，但是小账
I like his sizing as well.
One more call
Andy's sizing there,
from
77.
Patrick does skew him in my mind, Randy. I don't know about yours toward Queen X. Talk to us, chat. Where do you have Antonius as played here? Straddle defense, call. Against the progressive bet sizing from Andy, the pre-flop raiser.
搞个8人。
274 in the middle.
那两个，哪两个？
他说那个人要打，那个不知道打不打。
So I kind of discount ace queen a little bit, which would be your best target, just because Antonius had position pre-flop and he didn't 3-bet. Not saying he doesn't ever flat ace queen, but that would 3-bet a little bit more. So do you think queen jack would call 3 barrels is a pretty big question for me if I'm Andy? If not, maybe we just check the side and see if it's 7x.
哦，
The board dry enough in 7X's mind to just play it as a flat on the turn?
Yes, I think so. Looks like he's gonna try to value bet this one himself.
可能问一下 SD 是不是确定？
He's going very big.
SD 是不是确定走？哎 SD，
Just how
你
big?
是8号确定去新加坡是吧？
That's pretty much pot.
Yup.
不是，
Over a $250,000 river bet.
要不要留下来玩多久？
He's not putting Patrick on a 7. He's hoping Patrick reads this as weakness
他们玩多3天，2个西班牙，
and heroes with a queen.
这个西班牙，那个西班牙。对呀。对呀，我觉得这2个还是挺好的。
Andy doing his best not to tip his hand.
Oh,
and a
he
jam
jammed.
here. This is puke worthy if we're Andy.
Okay, this can got very spicy very quickly on the river. On the 4 of clubs river, Andy goes for the bet of 265,000, almost betting pot with only having 430,000 back, and Antonius rips it in for 730,000. And we have zero clue what he has. I think it's safe to say it's very hard to find a bluff here. I mean, I don't know if there's like any. The only one that comes to mind is ace 5 of clubs. You float the flop with the backdoor flush draw and an over. You hit the 5 on the turn and you turn it into a bluff. Maybe like a queen X. But yeah, I mean, this is going to be like queen 7 suited, pocket 7s, pocket 5s. I don't know what else he can have, to be honest. There's like 6-8 of hearts maybe? I guess that could be in range. I mean, it'd be a little dicey of a call on flop, but 6-8 of hearts could be in there, I guess. I don't know. 8-9 of hearts? I don't know. Anyway, after Patrick Antonius shoves, Andy Nee is now put in the absolute blender with pocket kings. I don't really, like I just said, I don't think anyone ever bluffs here, so I would personally just go ahead and fold. But let's see what Andy Nee does in this $1.3 million pot so far.
Kind of thinks Patrick's is holding like pocket 7s or ace 7.
Yeah, ace 7 makes sense.
Many in the chat surmising that he had 7-7 in the hole for quads. Some 7-8 of clubs claims. Maybe 5's full.
Maybe 5s full 7s. Really speaks to me. I know there's not very many of them. given there's only the 7 of clubs and 7 of spades.
I feel like this is.
I don't really think Patrick's making a big move here, but of course he's very capable. But to see your opponent put a pot-sized bet in there is very difficult because they could be representing the 7. I don't think you could get a 7 off.
没有人赢嘛，只是讲跟没赢，他赢。SK 要听啊，7个了，随便再加一个。
嗯，
SK 要听。
Oh, he's
SDOK
thinking
吗？
about it.
他不走，
可以打到3天5赢，随便加一个了。
3天是什么？9号、10号、11号3天，
Well, don't do it.
这12号走。
Is the vibe I get.
I agree. Patrick hasn't
Love
made
how
crazy
no one
moves
knows
today.
what happens here. This is fun.
It is within him. That much we know.
We do.
Every one of these high stakes killers knows the importance of not under bluffing.
He's gonna go through a lot of his time. Jesus.
Understandably chewing hard on this request for the remainder of his stack is Andy Nee in a pot that's already sitting at 1.25 million.
And Tony's looks so
Would
stoic.
breach 1.7 if he calls.
小郑也可以打，就是他不赌，他们3天。
我们占他一点股份。
This is where you need 50-50 and phone a friend.
Before we see the action that Andy Nee takes, I have to ask you guys a favor. Only 11% of you guys are subscribed, which really hurts the algorithm. If you guys could like and subscribe these videos, if you enjoy the content, of course, that would really help out this very small channel. Anyway, let's continue on.
Ask the audience. That one's dangerous.
What does ask the audience?
Yeah, YouTube chat decides. I don't know.
I would just fold here.
In a strange way, this is a moment of who wants to be a millionaire in terms of the pot.
佢好似話想11點開定幾點開㗎？
Didn't have to answer a whole host of questions, just one, which is our king's good or not? Get it right? All in 1.7 total. Get it wrong, and it's down to 0.
He's deep in the tank. Wow. He really wants to call. That looks like a fold.
No one's going to go calling for Andy to pick up the pace here. He's got plenty of time banks, and this is what they're for. Replenished at the midway point. Pays the marker of 8 and has only a couple left, each one good for 30 seconds of extended decision-making time.
Running out of time banks.
What does Antonius have? I'm gonna guess the nuts.
One time. Yeah, that's one. Less. 你可以用完，还有30秒。哦哦。
Believe once we're down to 1, if we don't make a decision, the hand will be declared dead.
Correct.
At least by rule. And Boss reiterated that that needs to be enforced earlier in the session. He folds it.
Oh my god! 10-4 of hearts? Are you serious?
Well, I don't know how to break it to the chat, but not a single one of you had any prayer of guessing that is what Patrick had.
Patrick Antonius just said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm tired of it. I'm going to win this hand. 10-4 suited? What is the lore behind this hand? Why did he do that? And understandably, Andy Nee folds. Like, it's a very normal fold to make. I don't get it. Wow. That is like the biggest get wrecked spot I've ever seen. I don't know what else to say, guys. I can't break that down. I mean, it is what it is. That's Patrick Antonius. I'm Rob Kuhn. I hope you guys like this video. Much love.